Trump to offer Alaskan resources, natural resources, to Vladimir Putin in exchange for him stopping the Ukraine war. This was the news today coming out of the Telegraph, Newsweek, that one of the things that they're going to offer Vladimir Putin in Alaska when they meet is you are now allowed to come in to the Arctic, into American territory and Alaskan territory, and you have access to certain minerals and natural resources. Also, there's some talk about reducing sanctions on plane parts, which, of course, if you do that, will strengthen the Russian military. This is all because the Pentagon needs the Ukraine war to wind down. They need to pause it because the United States does not have enough military arms to continue to send to the Ukraine to keep this going. Russia is well stocked, they're well stockpiled, and America knows this because we have satellites watching all of these countries. And they know that the news out of Russia is the Russian people, the economy is good, the Russian people are not against this Ukrainian war, this invasion or war, and Vladimir Putin is very close to getting what he wants, the land that he wants, the area and territories that he wants, and the military-industrial complex in America knows this. So it has to do something big and bold to get Vladimir Putin to stop the Ukraine war. And they're offering a sovereign, they're letting the Russian government and Russian businesses come into the United States and extract resources. This is stunning. This is stunning. It's treasonous is what it really is. I'm not a proponent of war. I think we should be trying to be we should use diplomacy. We should be working with each other, but I'm a leftist and I'm a fucking communist. But the idea that you're going to give natural resources to Russia to beg them to stop natural resources from American territory, American land off the coast of Alaska, where does it stop? Do they get to start building on the coasts of Alaska? And this is why Trump has been so focused on Alaska. I couldn't figure it out what it was. I had seen some stuff about, jokingly that he was going to offer to sell Alaska back to Russia, shit like that. But really, he's offering to sell Alaska's resources or give Alaska's resources to Vladimir Putin. If I'm the EU today, I'm stunned. All I've been told during the Biden administration, during the first Trump administration, during this current Trump administration, that NATO has to keep building. And you guys need to start spending billions and billions of dollars. Germany, all of the countries that are part of NATO are having to go into debt. Germany's going into debt for the first time in generations to fund the military buildup because of the threat of Russia. And America is making NATO do this. America is telling the EU what to do. And now Donald Trump is allowing Russia to come into American waters, coming to Americans even if it's offshore, it doesn't matter. It's still part of America, and they're letting them have access to our natural resources. And I'm from Alaska. And I'm telling you, this is going to stun a lot. This is going to shock. That's a MAGA state. It's a red state. And they're independent, but they're a red state. I know because I'm from there. And this has to be one of the most shocking things I've ever heard. And I've heard some shocking shit, and I've seen some shocking shit. This one takes the cake. To do this, to allow an enemy, a country that we have so many sanctions on that no ally of ours can deal with. Russia, essentially. Well, India told America, we don't care about your import tax, your imports tax. We're still going to use Russian oil because it's cheap. One of the reasons Germany's economy is struggling is because they're not getting the Nord Stream pipeline. When it was destroyed, Russia's no longer getting this literally cheap ass oil. And now, what's even weirder about this is that Trump got a commitment that the EU is going to buy billions try to get most of their natural gas from America. One of the biggest natural gas producers is Alaska. And we ship out a ton of natural gas. And now you're going to have Russian presence. We wouldn't have accepted a Russian submarine in the Arctic. We wouldn't have accepted a Russian ship of war in the Arctic. And now he's giving them resources from America to stop a war because America cannot continue to fight on these multiple fronts that it's fighting on. The military is stretched too thin. It's fighting China. It's fighting Persia, which is Iran in that area. It's helping the genocide in Gaza. It's funding the genocide in Gaza and giving military weapons to the genocide in Gaza. They're giving millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, billions of dollars to the Ukraine, sending it armament, sending it weapons, and we cannot keep doing it. But Russia can. And this is not a war on the border of America. This is the war on a border of Russia. Russians don't have to fly over they don't have to travel too far, is my point. This is a country that is halfway across the world from America. Most people couldn't identify the Ukraine on a map. And now, to stop it, because American superiority, military superiority, is looking like the paper tiger that it is. America is now becoming a country of illusion. It's like Tesla. It's like Elon Musk. Tesla stock just keeps going up. Elon Musk just keeps making more money. It's because he overpromises and underdelivers, and it doesn't matter to anybody as long as he keeps overpromising. As long as he's the showman Barker, and it's all an illusion. And that's what's happening with our foreign policy. It's an illusion that America can even win a war now. If we went to war with China, we would lose. Unless we went nuclear, but they would go nuclear then, and then the world would be destroyed. There's nothing America can do now. And America now is so desperate that it's willing to offer up Alaskan natural resources to one of our biggest enemies and threats globally. Jesus Christ. Thanks for listening.